Hi, my name is Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation. You may already know that. You may be a regular subscriber, and I thank you. We're over 27,000 subscribers, and it makes me feel good that our message is reaching so many people because I think it's vital. We're teaching people how to be married, not how to blame each other for the problems or look for the flaws in each other, but to really enjoy marriage in the depths of joy, in the depths of love. And this topic is how to reconnect with your wife, which obviously means you've lost your connection. And what do we mean by your connection with your wife? We're talking about your soul connection. You're a soul. You're a soul, you have a body, you have a mind, but you're a soul. Where do you think the phrase soulmate comes from? You married your soulmate. You were so deeply in love, you were moved, you were dancing on clouds when you guys met. You knew she was the one, and somehow it slipped away. What happened? I'm going to tell you what happened. I used to be a divorce mediator, by the way. Way back, over 20 years ago, I didn't care what happened. I helped people get a divorce, to split property up, to come up with schedules for the kids. Disgusting, bad karma. But then I've changed. I see marriage now for what it is. It is the most beautiful, beautiful arrangement. It's a spiritual path. It's an individual spiritual path that you got on with your soulmate. So there's two of you traveling this path. Where is it going? Why is it called a path? It's going to the ultimate goals of bliss. Marital bliss. You've heard the expression. Marital bliss, ever new joy, and unconditional love. That's where it's going. But along the way, just by exercising the right behaviors, by coming from the right place, by learning how to master your mind, you can already taste it. Now, what do I mean by that? You're walking in the desert, and you are now. You're walking in the desert, and you thirst for that connection with your wife, that love, that happiness that you had. And you finally come to an oasis, and you take a first drink of water. Oh my God, isn't it amazing? And that's what happens along the path. Every taste of the joy, every taste of the love is an oh my God experience. It's so beautiful. I'm not speaking theoretically. We've been doing this for over 20 years. Men who have taken our course for men have written to us. They always write to us. And trust me, not many people write to you when you do something good for them. You've had that experience where you've helped a friend and it's like no big deal to them. And you know you've saved their ass and it's no big deal to them. And so we have that too. But then there are those who are very grateful. And we get those messages too. And what are they grateful for? We show them the step-by-step way. But first we explain it. We explain, look, you're not just this advanced animal. You're a soul. You have a body. You're not your body. You have one. And you have a mind. It's a machine that you're supposed to utilize. But you are essentially a soul. And what is the nature of that soul? That nature of the soul is the same as the nature of your wife. Love, joy, wisdom. And you crave it. And until you learn how to master your mind, this is the first step. If you take the course for men, you'll realize this is the first step. It's all important step. We didn't learn this growing up. No one taught us you have to master your mind. No one taught us to live on that level of consciousness we call love and joy. I'm not talking about I love that Chevy. I'm talking about love from the heart. You've experienced it when you got married and you gave your vows. There was that moment when it was like, bam! It just took over. It was overwhelming. And you know what? Your mind said, oh, no, 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 no. Let's talk about this. Because the mind is a machine. And it's taken over your life. Your habits, your inclinations have taken over your life. You're not in charge of your own life. It's fascinating, really is. And so how to reconnect with your wife begins with learning how to connect with yourself, to realize yourself. Just that first taste will get you started, but you have to realize you're the soul. You're not your mind. You're supposed to master your mind. You have to. It's an obligation to master your mind. But it's a pretty good obligation because the payoff is amazing. The payoff is joy. The payoff is love. And that's how you reconnect. Now, if I were to tell you, okay, here's the 10 things you must do in order to reconnect with your wife, I might be able to write a book like that and sell thousands and thousands of copies, but it would be BS. Because it isn't what you do, it's who it is doing it. And if you allow your mind to continue to run your life, then it is your mind just parroting, just acting, just doing these things without the deep feeling of it. You can't do and then have the deep feeling. You have to have the deep feeling first. You know, birds don't sit on the ledge and go, okay, now I stretch out my wings, I lift up, I catch a little bit of air, and then I let go with my little toes. They don't do that. Okay, they're not toes, but whatever it is, you get what I'm saying. The bird is a bird. So it's coming from a place of flying. Same with you. You have to become the soul. You have to learn how to cultivate that feeling of who you actually are. And then it's natural. Then the connection is natural. The feeling of elation, the feeling of joy is natural. You know, you should look at our reviews and see what people say when they take the course, because it's not like any other marriage help out there. Sure, there's some that are fairly practical. Behave like this and this will happen, because we live in a cause and effect world. But it doesn't bring you to that high place that you deserve, that you got married to enjoy. I'm telling you, it's for real. Now, if you have been following us for a while, and I hope this was helpful, you could leave a comment, leave a like. If you've been following us for a while, you know the Marriage Foundation is so different. And when I first began the Marriage Foundation, it was after I had already been developing these processes, these methods, and articulating the philosophies and the understanding of what marriage is. And I was working only with individuals and couples very successfully. In fact, it was not unusual for really good therapists in San Diego County, which is where I was, to send me there, we can't solve this case. And I would always solve them because I knew how, and I trained some therapists back then. But then my son died in 2008. I just couldn't go back in the office, and a friend of the family who's an IT wizard said, hey, let's go online. And I said, oh, okay, let's do that. But people need counselors on the ground. And so I'm starting to develop a course. It's not ready yet, but we're going to have a course that trains people in the TMF, the Marriage Foundation ways. And we're going to have a huge franchise where people are all doing it the same way, helping people, not doing the blame stuff and not doing the how was your childhood and how does that make you feel. All that crap is useless. Every session should uplift the client. And I know many of you who are following me are therapists, marriage therapists, and I know I'm helping you. And many of you are clergy. You let me know. And I want you guys, and many of you just want to start helping people. And why not? Why not? I don't care about your license or anything. That's your business. But I could train you, and I want to train you. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start pre-selling the course because it's not ready yet. And if you have an interest, let us know. Go to our website, contact support, customer support. Let them know to let you know when it's ready so you could sign up. It's going to be, because it's pre-selling, we're going to give you a big discount. And boy, the program that we are talking about at this point, envisioning, is going to be amazing. It's going to take over the world. It's so cool. So let us know if you have an interest. Other than that, thank you for joining me again. God bless you. I truly appreciate you. I truly want your marriage to be hyper successful, and it should be. You have the power to make that happen. And hopefully we can show you the way. God bless you. Take care.